Okay.
Okay.
Look, in the last class we have discussed about transportation. In transportation we learn that it is a life processes which all useful substance such as oxygen, food, salt, carbon dioxide, nitrogen is waste and other substance in a multicellular organism to move from one part of the body to another part. It is the life process through which we transport these things from one part of the body to another part of a body. Then we learn in human beings two types of system are there to transport these things. One is circulatory system, one is lymphatic system. Okay. Then we learn human circulatory system. In human circulatory system we learn about three part. One is blood, one is blood, second one is blood vessels, blood, and third one is heart. Okay.
Hey, hemoglobin.
Heart.
Heart.
Then we learn about what is blood. Blood is a red color fluid connective tissue. Why it is red? Because of a red color pigment called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is nothing but a protein which contain iron. That's why its color is red. Then we learn about composition of a blood. Blood having this many. It is a tissue, na? Connective tissue means group of a cell. Tissue means group of a cell. It contain plasma, platelets, white blood cell, red blood cell. It contains around 55% of a plasma, 1% of a platelets and white blood cell, 45% red blood cell. Plasma is made up of plasma contain water, ions, proteins, nutrients, waste and gases.
Okay.
Then look, this is the image. Then they have different function. Plasma carry digestive food. Its work is carrying substance from one part of the body to another part, na? Plasma carry digestive food, carbon dioxide, waste and hormone. Remember, plasma does not carry oxygen. Oxygen is carried out by RBC, particularly hemoglobin. Plasma is called fluid matrix. Red blood cell is called erythrocytes. Okay. Then what is the work of a white blood cell? The work of a white blood cell is to produce antibody. Antibody means it is a special type of protein. It is a special type of protein. It kills pathogen. Pathogens means disease causing bacteria, disease causing bacteria, virus. These are killed by white blood cell antibody. Okay. It is also called defense system of our body. It is a defense system of our body. Then what is the work of a platelets? Platelets work is clotting of a blood. Clotting of blood means suppose unfortunately you have one accident. Okay, the blood is bleeding, the blood is coming out from your body, but after few seconds it is clot. It is going to clotting. Why? Because of a platelets. Okay, this is the work of a plasma. Then after plasma we learn about blood vessels. In human beings three type of blood vessels are found. One is artery, second one is vein, third one is blood capillaries. Look, the blood vessel that carry blood away from the heart, जो heart से blood को ले आते हैं, that is called arteries. Then this arteries is divided into further divided into many parts, that is called arterioles. Okay, then arterioles again divided into many parts, that is called capillaries. Okay, same things. The vessels that bring blood towards the heart is called a vein. Vein is further divided into many parts, it's called venules. Venules also divided into many parts, that is called capillaries. Okay. Then we learn about, look, this is arteries and this is vein. Then we learn the difference between arteries, vein and capillaries. The work of arteries is first different direction of a blood flow. In arteries the blood is flow away from the heart. In veins towards the heart. In capillaries link arteries and veins. Okay, oxygenated blood. Arteries carry oxygenated blood, but only one exception is that is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is the only one artery that carry deoxygenated blood. Maximum arteries carry oxygenated blood. Okay, but only one exception, that is if it is a pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries means that connected. Look, here is the diagram. Here is the diagram of pulmonary. Look, pulmonary artery. Look, this is connected heart to our lungs. Look, generally artery carry oxygenated blood. but the blood vessel that connected heart to the lungs, that artery is called pulmonary artery, that carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, same thing for pulmonary vein. All the vein carrying deoxygenated blood, but only one artery, one vein is there, is called pulmonary vein, that carry oxygenated blood. Okay, this is the exception you have to remember. Then okay, then we'll learn about pressure. Look, remember, inside artery the pressure is high, veins low, capillaries medium. Why, sir? Because artery is taking out blood from the heart, from pushing, for pushing uh, blood inside the artery, for passing blood inside the artery, it require pressure. It require pressure. For vein is having low pressure, capillary is having medium pressure. Remember this, because when you learn about blood pressure, we will record these many things. Inside arteries high pressure, inside veins low pressure. Why inside arteries high pressure? Because
The oxygen.
no, for carrying blood heart to different part of the body. Okay, then come to walls. Remember, wall is thick and elastic. Who is having pressure? Inside arteries pressure is there, na? For preventing pressure, arteries wall is thick and elastic. But vein there is no pressure inside is veins, so its wall is thin. A capillary is extremely thin, because absorption is finding happening here. Okay, no need to do this. You can come to then function. You know, distributed blood pumped by heart, carry oxygen and nutrients. Veins return blood to heart, and capillaries exchange of O2 and nutrients with the cell. Then we learn about a special type of things inside vein. Vein having valves. Valves is nothing but a structure that prevent the backflow of blood.
Blood.
Then come to our heart. Heart is the main pumping organ. Heart is the pumping organ for flowing blood inside artery and vein. Heart is like a pump. You have to remember, heart is a muscular organ, particularly which type of muscle? Cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle,
Cardiac.
and it is a involuntary muscle.
Involuntary.
Then it is located in chest cavity. It is big as our fist, act as a pumping organ. Okay,
Okay.
and heart is covered by one cover that is called pericardium.
Very good.
Look, this is our heart. This is our heart. This is one chamber. This is one chamber. Our heart is a four chamber. This is second chamber. This is third chamber. This is fourth chamber. The upper chamber is called atrium. The below chamber is called ventricle. Okay, and left hand side is called left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. Then look, what is the work of atrium and ventricles? Atrium means upper chamber, ventricles means lower chamber. Atrium means thin walled, ventricles means thick walled. Why ventricles having thick walls? Because it is main which pumping. Okay,
Okay.
and look, atrium work is only receiving the blood. Ventricles work is pumping of blood. For pumping blood, you require thick walled, because you have to create the pressure inside arteries.
Artery.
Okay, and then look, the left side. Oh, I right. Okay. The left side, always remember, the left side is deals with the oxygenated blood. Okay, this arrow mark for left side. Okay, not for this. It's a mistake for me. Okay, left side means left atrium and left ventricle always deals with the oxygenated blood, and right side means oxygenated blood always coming to left atrium, then left ventricle. From left ventricle through arteries, it goes out from our body, and deoxygenated blood always come to right atrium, right side deals, then left ventricle, then through arteries it remove out. Okay,
Okay.
this is our internal structure. Okay, like vein, our heart is also having valves. Okay, the valves that present between left atrium and left ventricle is called bicuspid valve, and the valve present between right atrium and right ventricle is called tricuspid valve. Okay, then come to how actually it is happening. Look, oxygen is coming to lungs by process respiration.
Respiration.
Our body part require oxygen to perform the respiration, na? And through breathing we get oxygen. Why we consume oxygen? Because our body part requires. So from lungs to body part it should be transported, na?
Transported.
The first from lungs, there is a vein. Vein means, look, arteries and vein, the main difference is arteries means it carry blood away from the heart. Vein means it carry blood towards the heart, and arteries always carry oxygenated blood. Vein always carry deoxygenated blood, but the only exception here, look, pulmonary vein carries oxygen towards the heart, like towards the heart, that's why it is a vein. But due to exception it carry oxygenated blood. Okay, then it is coming to our actually left ventricle, left atrium.
Ventricle.
Actually blood is coming from lungs to our heart, particularly to left atrium. Then left atrium through tricuspid valve it come to right, so left ventricle. Okay, from left ventricle through aorta. Aorta is nothing but largest artery inside our body. Through aorta it is going to body part. The oxygen is going to body part, but the blood is going to body part. Okay, by the help of blood capillaries it is goes inside the cell. Then cell is using this oxygen to get energy. Then carbon dioxide is produced as a waste product. Carbon dioxide is produced. Okay, from body part to heart, look, towards the heart, that's why it is a vein. And you know vein always carry deoxygenated blood. Here normal function. Okay, then it actually, then this deoxygenated blood is going to right atrium.
Atrium. To perform the
Then through from right atrium, by the help of bicuspid valves it come to right ventricle. Then from right ventricle through one artery, because look, forward the away from the heart, that's why it is artery. But here exception coming, it carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, this is the whole process of our
transportation.
circulatory system.
Circulation.
Okay, look, two things you have to remember. One is systole, one is diastole. Sir, what do you mean by systole? Systole means contraction. Contraction means, suppose you have a water bottle. When you push the water bottle, some type of force is applying, some type of pressure is creating due to water coming out from the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, diastole means relaxation. Means
That's
the water that moves out from the bottle. If you put that bottle in again in normal position, and if you pour that water, that can contain, na? Okay, this is called systole and diastole. Like this, look, this is our heart. Heart is systole. When heart is contract, the blood, it creates one pressure. Due to that pressure, blood is flowing through arteries. When is it relaxed, the blood is moving, the blood is going to inside the heart. Okay, and you understand this diagram, no need to explain again. Then double circulation. Why our circulatory system is called double circulation? But blood flow through the heart, why it is called a double circulation? Because look, circulation means from the starting end, where the blood is starting circulated, it's from lungs to reaching blood to, look, the blood flow is starting from lungs, because that's carry oxygenated blood, na? Circuit means complete to reach again blood inside the lungs. 2 times the blood is going inside the heart. That's why it is called double circulation. Remember, our blood flow is called double circulation. But if you compare with the other vertebrate is a special type of organism which having vertebral column. Pisces means fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. Only few animals are there who having double circulation. Some organism are there double circulation but incomplete. Okay, incomplete means in somewhere the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood are mixing. In human beings, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood never mixed each other. Because you know na, left side deals with the
Yeah.
oxygenated blood, right side deals with the deoxygenated blood, and there is a wall between left side and right side, na, that is called septum. Septums separate left side and right side, na. That's why in our body no mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. It's important. If it is mixing, then you lose your energy. As a human beings, we need energy because we do lots of function during whole day. Okay. So if you compare with the Pisces, means fishes, 2, chamber 2, single circulation. You have to read this entire note. Then temperature maintenance. Why it is important? Temperature maintenance. Look, this is why we need chamber in the heart, because we need energy. For energy, you know, we need oxygen. Oxygen we get from heart. Blood is circulated through heart. That's why we require different chamber. Suppose you are staying in one room. It's typical na, to maintain your life. Same bedroom, same kitchen room, same study room. You are facing lots of problem during when you living one room. But if you having separate room for you, for family, for kitchen, it's good for you na. Okay. Then warm blooded, cold blooded. Warm blooded means always body having a constant temperature. Cold blooded means according to environment that changes. Okay, remember mammals and birds are warm blooded, but fish, reptiles, and amphibians are not. Okay, and crocodile only one reptiles who having 4 chambered heart. Then we come to lymphatic system. Lymphatic system also contains 3 parts: lymph vessels, lymph nodes. What is lymph? Lymph is a colorless fluid. Why it is colorless? Colorless fluid because it don't having RBC. It having WBC. Due to WBC means its work is prevent by killing the microorganism, killing the
Yeah.
microbes.
Spanish.
It create antigen.
Anti.
Antigen kills the microbes.
Microbes.
How this lymph is forms? Lymph is formed due to leakage of plasma. Plasma.
Plasma.
Okay. Look. When blood is inside, blood capillaries. Blood capillaries. Here diffusion process happening due to blood oxygen is coming from blood capillaries to cell. But
Cell.
during this, some part of plasma is nothing but your blood component that also releasing. Okay, and they are staying inside blood capillaries and cell. The space between blood capillaries and the cell, this space is called interstitial space. Okay, the space between blood capillaries and the cell is called interstitial space. Here they are
Space.
the leakage of plasma are there. Then our cell releases some waste product. By the mixing of this, lymph is produced. Okay, then this lymph is moving to lymph vessels. It carry inside lymph vessels. What is happening? Leakage of plasma means water, nutrients, then different types of microbes. Okay, then it goes to lymph node. Inside lymph node, the microbes which are dangerous to our health, that is killed. Okay, then it again return to our heart. Then look, this is our lymphatic system. Then what is the function of a lymphatic system? Most important function is facilitate absorption of a fat soluble nutrients, because you know lymph is formed by the leakage of a plasma, and plasma contain these many things. This is useful for our body na. It should be absorbed na.
Yes, sir.
Then remove fluid from body tissues and maintain the balance fluid between the blood and tissue. Remember, during our cellular reaction means metabolism. Metabolism means all the cellular reaction happening in our body. Excess water is created. Excess water is releasing. So we have to maintain this water, na? Okay. Then immune system, because inside lymph node, the cell is sometime by mistakenly some microbes goes inside the cell. This cell send these microbes to the lymph, and in lymph node these microbes are killed. So it is working like a immune system, na?
Yeah.
Okay, then come to blood pressure. Blood pressure definition. Till this we complete in the last class. Okay. The pressure exerted by the on the wall of our blood vessel is known as blood pressure. If you remember, during the difference of pressure, I was telling you that pressure actually created inside arteries. Inside arteries. Because this time we have to send the blood to the different part. Okay. Two terms is important. What do you mean by blood pressure? You understand? Systolic pressure, diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure means the pressure of a blood inside the arteries during ventricular systole means contraction. जब contraction होता है, contraction means चिपक जा रहे, shrink हो जाना. That time the pressure that created inside arteries, that is called systolic pressure. Okay. Systolic pressure means it is a pressure created inside arteries due to contraction. जब 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 जो हार्ट कंट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा उस टाइम जो प्रेशर क्रिएट हो रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड कंट्रैक्शन, दैट इज कॉल्ड सिस्टोलिक प्रेशर. रिमेंबर. एंड डायस्टोलिक मीन्स रिलैक्सेशन. ड्यूरिंग रिलैक्सेशन द प्रेशर क्रिएटेड इनसाइड आर्टरीज. ओके. रिमेंबर, we measure blood pressure by one instrument called sphygmomanometer. Look, this is our normal blood pressure. 120 refers to systolic pressure. 80 because during when heart is contract, that means high pressure will be created high. When relax means low, and the ratio should be 120 divided by 80 mmHg का unit. Okay, 120 divided by 80 mmHg. You have to remember. Sometimes they will ask you what is the ratio of systolic pressure and diastolic pressure in a normal human beings. Okay. Then come to transportation in plants. This is the new chapter. Today we are going to start learn. In like human beings, plant also require na transportation, means water, minerals, food, because you know water is absorbed by root, but this should be transported to leaf na, because inside leaf food should be prepared. For photosynthesis we require carbon dioxide, water, sunlight. Then water is absorbed by root, then it should be transported na. Then oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones, waste product, these are the substances that transported inside plant body. How this is happening? Because they don't have a organ like heart. They don't have. Sometime diffusion or osmosis. Sometime diffusion and osmosis. Diffusion means movement of a substance, higher concentration to lower concentration through the semi-permeable membrane. Because you remember our cell wall and plasma membrane are semi-permeable. Osmosis same for only for water. When water is passing through higher concentration, lower concentration, that is called osmosis. Actually, suppose point A to point B, if the distance is small, then transported through diffusion or osmosis. But if the distance is high, because you know na, large plant are there, a coconut tree, how large it is, think. The diffusion or osmosis is not able. So that time plant require one system called vascular system. Vascular system is nothing but the transportation system inside plant body is called vascular system. Why it is named as vascular system? Because it contains two types of vascular tissue called xylem and phloem. For water and minerals.
Yeah.
For water and minerals, xylem and phloem is nothing but this is two type of tissue. Okay. Tissue means combination of a cell. Okay. The xylem carry water and minerals, phloem carry food. Okay. Look, this is the diagram. Xylem, look, this green color is showing xylem.
Xylem.
Okay, xylem carry water and minerals. Then phloem carry food. This yellow color is showing. Look, food is transported bidirectional, upward, downward. Because food is prepared in leaf, na. From leaf, it should be come to root, and it should also come to the top of the plant.
Top of this.
But water is absorbed by root, na.
Yeah.
So xylem is unidirectional, but phloem is bidirectional. Then come to transportation of water molecules by xylem. How it is happening? Xylem is made up of four types of element, four types of tissue. Inside xylem is a tissue, na.
Yeah.
Four types of tissue are available: tracheids, vessels, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. Okay, and remember, xylem is a dead cell. Xylem is a dead cell. Okay, and dead tissue, they having four types of tissue: tracheids, vessels, xylem fiber. These three are dead. Look, it is made up of four cells. Three cells are dead, one is a living cell, but majority is dead cells, so xylem is a dead cell. Tracheids and vessels work is main water conductivity. Its function is water conductivity. Sometimes they will ask, particularly inside xylem, which tissue conducting the water, which cell? You have to remember tracheids and vessels. Then what is the work of xylem fibers? Support and strength. Okay. Then what is the work of xylem parenchyma? Lateral transportation of H2O. Or lateral means, look, this is straight, this is upward. Sometimes this direction it should be carried, na. Upward direction is carried by tracheids and vessels, but sidewise is by xylem parenchyma, and sometimes they also do storage. And remember, for doing this we don't require ATP. We don't require ATP. Means xylem don't require energy for transportation of water. Then come to transportation of water and minerals via xylem. Ascent of sap. What do you mean by ascent of sap? Look, the upward movement of water and minerals from the root to the upper part to the plant against the gravity via xylem tissue is called ascent of sap. Ascent of sap is nothing but a process through which water and the minerals are transported from root to upper part. Remember, it is acting against the gravity, na. Gravity means pushing that downwards, but here water is going upward. That means it is against the gravity, na. So this is called ascent of sap. Okay. Then come to look, transport of a substance in xylem occurs only in the upward direction, na. Only one direction. Water and nutrients can be flow inside xylem in one direction, not bidirectional. That's why this type of movement is called unidirectional movement. And then how this upward of a movement is happening? Because we know due to gravity everything should come down to earth, na, towards the earth, na. But here it is happening against the gravity. That means you require some force, na. The two types of force are acting. One is root pressure, one is transpiration or suction pull. The forces that contribute to ascent of sap means transportation of water and nutrients through xylem is called ascent of sap. How it is happening? By two forces is acting. One is root pressure, one is transpiration or suction pull. How it is happening? Look, number one, what do you mean by root pressure? Root pressure means, suppose it is a plant. Suppose I am drawing one plant. Okay, this is root. This is root. Root having root hairs, you know. Root having small this like structure is called the root hairs. Root, look, water is available on underground. So these, due to diffusion, due to osmosis,
Osmosis.
the water is going inside the
Roots.
root hair, root hair. Root having root hair, na. Now
Yeah.
what? Due to osmosis, water is going to the root hair. From root hair, it's look root. Suppose this is our root. Root having root hair, but our xylem is here. From root hairs to it should be sent near to the xylem, na.
Hmm.
How it is creating? Look, suppose inside root hair, water concentration is high,
Yeah.
and near to the xylem, water concentration is low. So due
Yeah.
to root pressure, whenever water is passing through anything, that create one pressure inside the wall of that container. Okay.
Container.
So root hairs create one pressure. Due to this, what water goes near to the xylem,
Uh,
because
Xylem.
xylem is absent in the root. If you look the xylem diagram, root hair don't having, look, it is starting from here, na.
It starts from stem.
But our root hair is inside the ground, na.
Yeah.
From ground, through root pressure, through actually osmosis, it come in. Look, due to osmosis, water coming from outside to cell root, sorry,
Huh.
hair. From root hair to near xylem by root pressure, pressure.
Yeah.
Then what happening? Look. Okay. Then for understanding suction pool, I am telling you one condition. Try to suppose one juice is inside your glass. You are putting one straw.
Hmm.
How this juice coming from a glass to your mouth? You are
Due to
creating.
the.
You are creating one type of force, na.
Yeah.
That force is called suction pull. Okay. The suction pull is here you are applying force to the straw. In plant, this suction pull is due to transpiration. Then what do you mean by transpiration? Transpiration is nothing but loss of water from the surface of plant in the water vapors.
Yeah.
Okay. Then how this is happening entirely? Look. First, water is in the ground to the roots. Water in the ground goes to the roots through osmosis.
Osmosis.
Absorbed by root hair cells. Okay. Goes to inner root cells. Okay. Then pull. Okay. How this is happening? By root pressure. By root
Root hair.
pressure. No. Osmosis is for carrying water outside to the root hair.
Another root hair.
Then root hair to xylem, it is by root pressure. Okay. Then xylem upward movement to the cell in the leaves diffuse through the stomata in leaves. Okay. You understand these things?
Yes, sir.
And then what is the function of a transpiration? You have to remember. Sometime they ask you how to remember. During daytime,
Daytime.
plant get highest water by suction pull, because sunlight is available, na. But during night time, root pressure, due to root pressure. Okay.
Okay.
Then look, function of a transpiration. Transpiration help in the absorption and upward movement of water and minerals dissolved in the form of a root to the leaves. Due to transpiration, suction pull is creating. Due to this, our food, our water and minerals going near to the leaves, na. It also helps in temperature regulation. You know, transpiration help the get rid of excess water. Remember, whenever metabolism will be happening, lots of water will be created. You have to, like in human beings, sweat, tears, urine. These are the form of water, na. Okay. Then transportation of a food via phloem. We completed transportation of a water and nutrients. Then how transportation of a food is happening? By phloem, by one special type of tissue called the phloem. Look, xylem is a dead tissue. Xylem is a dead tissue,
Tissue.
but phloem is a living tissue. Phloem is a living cell, a living tissue. It is made up of four. Xylem also made up of four. It is also made up of four: sheath tubes, companion tubes, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. Okay, sieve tubes and component tube are only transporting food. Phloem parenchyma storage, phloem fiber support. Actually these two cells are responsible for transportation of food inside phloem. Okay, and the transportation of a substance in phloem occur in both upward and downward direction. That's why it is called bidirectional movement. Okay,
Huh.
then look the difference between xylem and phloem. It transfers water and minerals from roots to the apical part of the plant. It is called xylem. It is such an important question. Phloem. It transfers food material. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. These are the four cells. These are the four cell.
Hmm.
Phloem consists of sieve tubes, sieve cell, companion cell, phloem fibers, phloem parenchyma. Only xylem parenchyma is living. If you look xylem,
Hmm.
tracheids, vessel xylem, xylem fibers, all are dead. Only xylem parenchyma are living cell. But here all are living cell.
Huh.
Look, this, and you understand the main difference. Okay, with this we completed.
Right.
Com- translocation means the upward and downward movement of a photo assimilation. Photo assimilation means the product that created by photosynthesis from leaves to other part of plant is called the translocation. Translocation, and the another one is a ascent of sap. This is two process name. Okay.
Hmm.
With this we completed transportation. Then comes to
Okay.
the short, and then come to excretion. Last process, na?
Excretion.
It is such a small. Okay. Two things you have to remember. Sir, excretion means removal of waste. Okay.
Hmm.
Removal of waste is also called egestion, na? When we have discussed about nutrition, that time I told you five processes are there. One is, you remember, what are the five processes inside nutrition in human beings?
Nutrition, observation,
No.
absor
First one is
the digestion,
digestion, is second one absorption, assimilation, digestion. The first one is, I also forgot the first one. Just wait 1 second. Nutrition. Just wait 1 second. Ingestion. Okay. Through ingestion, we took food, then digestion, then absorption, then assimilation, then digestion. Here, look. Digestion meaning is removal of undigested and unabsorbed food.
hmm,
But excretion means removal of a harmful metabolic waste. Sir, what do you mean by metabolic waste? Just wait 1 second, I will tell you. First, you have to understand digestion means removal of undigested and unabsorbed food. It is happening through
anus.
anus. But removal of a harmful metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. Okay, now you understand the difference.
Hmm.
And excretion is happening in several ways, but important is our excretory system. This is nothing but kidney. This is different part. Look, then come to excretion. Excretion is a biological process involved in the removal of a harmful metabolic waste. This is such a harmful substance. It should be removed from the body.
Hmm.
Metabolic waste means various waste substance production in the cell during metabolic reaction. Metabolic waste, the removal of a metabolic waste is called excretion. Then what do you mean by metabolic waste? Metabolic waste means the waste that produced during metabolic reaction inside cell. Then what are the metabolic waste in our body? Carbon dioxide, it is a metabolic waste. Excess water. Okay. Hello. 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 Now my voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Metabolic waste means carbon dioxide, excess water, excess mineral, and the most important thing, nitrogenous waste. Nitrogenous waste means compound containing nitrogen. There are some compound inside our cell that is called nitrogenous waste, and it is so much dangerous to our body.
Body.
Example: ammonia, urea, uric acid. Sometime your NCERT, your CBSE pattern ask you write down two example of a nitrogenous waste. Okay, then look, all organism creating nitrogenous waste, but some only ammonia, some are uric acid, like some are urea. In human beings produce all these things. Okay, but most of the ammonia, most of the nitrogenous waste is this one. Okay, urea. Look, most of the aquatic animal, including many fish, they will ask aquatic animal having which type of nitrogenous waste? Ammonia. Birds, insects, reptiles, uric acid. Mammals, urea. And the animal who releasing nitrogenous waste in form of ammonia is called ammonotelic. Uric acid, uricotelic. Urea, ureotelic. Then come to human excretory system. Look, we are means releasing the waste in different way. Sweat is also, through sweat we also remove the waste. Respiration, through breathing also we remove the product, na waste product. Look, uh, excretion means removal of these things. My voice is clear? Hello, hello, hello. My voice is clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look.
So, screen share up.
Okay, I think you are facing some internet issue. Now my voice is clear.
Hello, sir.
Now my voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
My screen is visible. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Is my voice clear?
Hello, sir. Yeah.
Now my voice is clear. My voice is clear now. Hello, 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 hello. Open your mic. Hello.